I'm gonna redo the song Jason and 4 style. Hint, my T-shirt that somebody sent me. I want to be a crypto millionaire so freaking bad. Actually, the real song is I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. But the shirt was appropriate for that. Anyways, I saw Frank early this morning. Hey man, I got to get one of those shirts. I said, well, one of my subscribers gave it to me. I'm not sure where they got it from. They probably had it custom made. He's like, man, I want to get one of those. So check this out. You know, I've been talking about this Rivetz token, right? And I had my first video I talked about it where I said, you know what, I think I want to get into this, you know, Proppy and Rivetz. Excuse me. And then you just saw one this morning about Rivetz again, like, hey, look, this would be a perfect example of how Rivetz could have saved you. So the guy, one of the guys that runs it his name is Adam Greengrass. And he's like, hey, I'm just watching your video. Can you call me? I want to go over some things with you. I said, yeah. So I called him real quick. And it's a good thing I did. Because I keep telling you about this chip, right? This hardware chip. And I'm telling you that if they put this chip into the future of phones, you know, the rest of the phone companies are going to want it. The manufacturers are going to want to put that chip. He says, Joe, the chip is already in the phones. It's already there. It's been there. It's not our chip. It's like the trusted execution environment like that Intel has on their chips. It's already there. Nobody seems to be using it, though. So he says, what we want to do is utilize it. And we can put biometrics on there. We can do facial recognition so that that device knows it's you. So if someone tries to, you know, steal your phone, it's not you. It's not going to give them access to your stuff. The other thing, like in the article I was talking about, where hackers were calling like Verizon, AT&T, pretending to be you. They've got enough information to trick them that it's you. Hey, I got a new device. Can you help me set it up? Oh, sure. And the next thing you know, any texts that are coming in is going to that phone. That kind of stuff. And then they try to go in and do things online as you. What he's saying is they're trying to, they're going to use that trusted execution environment on the chip, the hardware chip that's already available. It's in all the phones already. And take that to not the next level, but about 3 levels past the next level. And I was just talking for about 15 minutes on the phone. He was getting extremely in depth, technologically speaking. I'm not even going to try to go into that kind of level and talk to you about it in this video. Most of my subscribers, obviously, we're just, tell us the basics. What does it do? Great. Okay, do I want it or not? You know, I get it. You don't need to know the super deep functionality and how it acts like a VPN, but it's not really a VPN, and it's secure, and you know, you don't need a firewall anymore, all this stuff. The good news is the chips are already on the phone. They're already there. All they need to do is now implement the technology, technically, and they're going to do so using the ICO. Now, he said, you know, we've already passed the first bonus level, which I think was 20%. He says currently we're in the 10% next level during the ICO, and then after, I don't know if there's another level after that or it just ends. I think there might be one more, because he said he anticipated the 10% one lasting another 5 to 7 days, just guessing, looking at how much activity it's getting. But on September the 10th is when it ends. So that to me means there's probably maybe a 5% bonus level, you know, bonus tokens or whatever. So anyways, that's good. He wanted to clarify that, because he's like, I'm watching your video. You're actually, we don't have to develop a chip and put it in a phone or see if we can work with these companies. The chip's already there. It's built into every chip, every Intel chip, and AMD has a version as well, but Intel for the most part. And he goes, look, it's not just gonna be your cell phone. It could be your tablet. It could be your laptop computer. It could be your desktop computer. They have this technology already there. We just need to basically turn it on, so to speak, and use it for what they want to use it for, which is high level security, which can prevent a ton of hacking. And he said, you know, basically it's kind of like the way we're doing this is like you can't hack what you can't see, right? So if you can't see it, you can't really hack it. And that's just a quick layman's way of saying it. So anyways, this is great news. This is even better news than before, because before we had to hope that these cell phone manufacturers are going to, work with the Rivetz team and implement this new chip into their phones. That is not the case. It's already there. All they, as in Rivetz, has to do is now implement it, which is why they have their ICO going on. He's expecting to make like some big significant leaps by January of 2018 with this Rivetz token and the next stage to get this thing moving. So they're like going to be all over it. And he had mentioned like the desktop or like the computer version, that the code's not there yet, but he said honestly by that time, or super early next year, like quite possibly January, they may have the code completely done for the PCs and stuff. The other devices, phones and things, that's going to be done beforehand from what I understand. So anyways, that's good news. I had to clarify that because I did not know that. I thought it was a chip that they developed that would go inside the phone. He said, no, the chip is already there. We're going to utilize what is known as the trusted execution environment. And there was another name before that name came back in the day. But he said, it's funny, it's there, but like almost nobody uses the thing. Yet it's there for a purpose just like this. Great idea. So they took the ball and they're running with it. They're going to do it. So I just want to clarify that. That's all I'm doing this video for. Just to let everybody know, because if you happen to stumble on it, you're like, hey Joe, I don't know that they're going to put a chip. I'm going to have to say, yeah, you're right. It's already embedded in, it's an embedded chip in the phone anyways. So this is a clarification video, but it's also good news. They don't have to try to market their chip to other companies, in this case cell phone companies. The chip's already there. They're just going to take advantage of it. Take care.